video, I'm going to be testing out W7 makeup. I am so excited for this. I have had this box sitting in my room since Wednesday and it's currently Sunday whilst I'm filming this, so I have just been staring at it waiting to film this video and you do not know how excited I am. So everything in here I have never used before except for the eye primer. I already have one of, but that was just coincidental, so I will literally just put that on and I love it if you wanted to know. I also do have a bronzer and contour, but I cannot bronze or contour. Actually, I've never attempted to contour. But everything else I have. I don't have a powder. That was the other thing. But everything else I literally have. And I'm going to do a full face of makeup testing out brand new W7 products. The first thing I'm going to apply is primer. And I seriously hope this works. My skin is looking really red right now. But this is the Prime Magic Anti-Redness Primer Camera Ready. The fact that it says camera ready gets me excited because I'm sitting in front of the camera now. So this works. I may just use this as a primer before I film. So let's try this out. Oh, this looks so cool. Actually, it looks a little bit gross, but at the same time it looks really cool. When I was researching, they actually did different types of these camera ready primers, like purple and stuff. So I seriously hope this works. I've used other like green products, if that makes sense, like color correcting products. So to be honest, so far I'm not really seeing much of a difference. I'm obviously not expecting it to work instantly, but with others you can see pretty quickly it hides the red. It might just be because I'm very warm and it's not actual redness, it's just warmth, but definitely around the nose I would hope it would cover up that redness, because that is just natural redness, not because I'm really warm right now. Next up is foundation. This is the W7 Skin Fresh Foundation. Mine is in the shade Nude Beige. No clue if this is going to be my shade or not. Obviously, I am a little bit tanned, but my face isn't really tanned, and this is really good. So I'm hoping this is going to be okay. I actually just realised I did have this foundation before, but someone, I think they sent it to me, and they sent it in a completely wrong shade. Like, it was dark, way too dark for me. Let me know how you apply your foundation. Do you blend it in with your brush? A lot of people use like a makeup sponge, but for me, I just find that might take a little bit too long, if that makes sense. I don't know, I don't really want to spend ages blending in some foundation. I also tend to switch up between like doing streaks and spots. Don't know which one's better, but you know. Ooh, coverage is good. I'm liking this coverage. Always blend down, except when you do forehead, blend out to the hairline. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I mean, it might be a little bit too light for me, I'm not too sure. The camera changes everything. I mean, like before I bought foundation, it looked completely different on camera than it did in real life. It looked worse on camera actually, so that wasn't great. Guys, currently may not be the greatest, but I think one day it probably would be. On camera it's showing up a little bit patchy. Let me have a look what it looks like on my phone. Yeah, in real life it's actually showing up not too bad colour match at all, and it's not showing up patchy, so I don't know why the camera's doing that. It's probably because of the shadow of everything. But I really like this foundation. I think I probably could wear this out and wear it when I want to. W7 do a range of concealers, but I've got this one, and this is the Light Diffusing Concealer, and this I think is just one shade. Obviously W7 do actually do some brushes, but the trouble is they were quite expensive actually, and I thought, you know what, why don't I use my everyday brushes, because that's what I'm used to and that's what I use to apply my makeup. But I am going to use one of these from W7 because they're so cute. So I think I'm just going to put this underneath the eyes because it is light diffusing, but I might put a tiny bit around the nose. I think the tip with this is not to apply masses. Let me just twist this up. I'm going to start off by blending this in with this, and then obviously I'll go with a brush if I need to. But I think the coverage on this probably won't be strong, it'll just be very brightening. It's actually quite nice to have something like that under the eyes. Wow, this is very brightening. That's really nice actually. When you've got dark circles, I think you could probably put like a good coverage concealer on first. And then this. I'm going to move on to blush because I don't actually have a powder. And this is the Candy Floss blush. And this has a brush in it. This is what I saw online, so I was quite excited. But that's so annoying. Packaging, that wasn't the greatest move, was it? Because I just scraped that. I don't think I am going to use this though, because this to me looks more like you'd be used in the hollows, your cheeks. Yeah, I know some stuff. So I'm just going to use my normal blusher brush. This is Real Techniques one. This reminds me of Benefit packaging, like with the box blushes and stuff. I mean, this isn't the most pigmented thing, but it adds actually quite a nice flush to the skin. So I think if you were just going for that no makeup look, I mean, you could obviously build this up, but I think it's just really nice. So the contour stick actually came with a highlighter on the other end for contour, but I do have a powder highlighter here. This is the Glow Commotion Shimmer Highlighter, and it can also be used as an eyeshadow. So this looks interesting. Ooh, it's very sorry, let me block that. It's a very nice champagne-y colour, which is quite nice. I don't actually have a highlighter in this shade, and it's got a nice big mirror as well, which is kind of handy if you're popping this in your makeup bag. It's quite goldy actually. Here you can see it. I think it is a very nice highlight. The only thing I will say is that when I applied it, it kind of came off at one point and then there wasn't enough left. That may be my brush, but you can see it's a really, really nice highlighty shade. So I quite like it. The only eyebrow product I have is actually just a pencil. I believe they do actually like a whole pack or tin thing of like proper products, like brush, but I didn't have that. So I'm just going to use the spoolie end, which I discovered when I was trying to find the name of this. I quite like products that have a spoolie on the end. I think they're really nice because you don't have to put one in your bag. Now this is in the shade Blonde. This does not look blonde to me, I'm sorry. It looks brown, but we'll work with it. I'm just going to very lightly fill them in. I don't know how much is actually coming out of this. Oh yeah. I think this probably isn't the best product if you're going for quite a nice bold brow, but if you want something very natural, I think that would be alright if you just want to dust it through, because it isn't like the strongest thing to come out, but it's not too bad actually if you just want a very normal, what's it called, natural, just natural brow. But like I said, I have tried out this before. This is actually a brand new one, so I'm literally just going to go very quickly and apply this on the eyelids. This is my favourite eye primer ever. I absolutely love it. There's a hair on me. This is amazing. It keeps your makeup on your eyes, your eyeshadow I should say, all day. Literally, it does. Even the least pigmented eyeshadows, it can keep them on. So if you want a good eye primer, I definitely recommend this. This is like £2 something on Amazon. So if you've got something like Prime, it's worth it. Or if you're doing kind of like a big Amazon order, then it's worth it. But the shipping fees for this is ridiculous on its own. I have one palette here now. I've used a W7 palette before, but it was the 6 one. And those shades were just very grey toned. So this is the Beat It palette. This has a lot more eyeshadows in. And it does come with one of these, which has got a brush on the end, but it's not the greatest, is it? So these are the shades. I can see these are 3 matte shades and the rest look so shimmery, which I am so excited to use. So I think I'm going to start off just by going on the eye with kind of like that first shade. Oh, they have names! How exciting. Okay, this is called Big A. It's got A in it from PLL. That makes me happy. It's kind of like a yellowy toned white. Okay, let's have a look what we can do. Start by taking this shade here. I'll tell you the name, 1 second. This isn't very well put out. Film Star. Okay, that's quite nice. Just because it's not overly shimmery, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid. That's quite nice. It's just a very light pinky shade, not too obvious, quite subtle actually. I just feel like this is quite nice. Just put on the lid to start off with. I'm just using this Big U Spicy brush because I just want it to go all over the lid. I'm going to take the shade next to it here. This is called Candlelight, and I'm going to put this more on like the outer corner of my eye. Just put it into the middle a little bit more. I'm noticing the shimmery shades. I have never used W7 like a shimmer shade from them. I'm noticing they're more just like glittery than like you can see the colour, if that makes sense. So in the crease, I think I'm going to take, I'm just going to take this matte shade here called Moon Shadow because it's the only matte shade, and in the crease I want something matte. So let's just see how this works out. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Actually, it looks a little bit more pigmented now that I've zoomed in. Let me just close my eye for you. You can see it's just very light and shimmery. It's nothing too bold. Okay, so like I said, I don't have eyeliner, but I don't usually wear eyeliner myself, so I'm just going to go with mascara. This is the Absolute Lashes one, and I'm guessing this is in black. Yeah, black is black. And this actually looks like, what's it called? The Benefit They're Real. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of the They're Real. I like the They're Real primer, so maybe I might like this more. Let's have a look. Okay, so the one looks identical to it. It's a little bit more flimsier, but we'll try it. I mean, it's clumping a little bit when I bring it out of what's called like the tube, if you like, where the mascara is. Yeah, I like the mascara a lot. It's a tiny bit clumpy, I'm gonna be honest, but I think it could really work. Maybe if you curled your lashes afterwards, I don't know where my eyelash colours are right now, it would look even better. But this is a really, really nice mascara and probably a good dupe for the They're Real, but it's a little bit nicer. Okay, so I have 2 products left. I wasn't thinking when I did the eyeshadow look about the lip product, but I don't know what colour this is going to come out, so if this doesn't all work out together, sorry. This is the Mega Matte Lips in the shade 2 Bob. From the packaging it looks quite browny. It looks like this, but we'll see. I've still got a little bit of concealer foundation really on here, but you know. Oh my god. This smells incredible. This is what it looks like. I just need to tidy it up. As you can see, I have a lip brush on hand. Good thing. It isn't actually the easiest thing to apply, is it? I think it'd be a bit better if I had a lip liner. Okay, as you can see, it's a little bit patchy on the lips, but I think you would just have to keep going with it. It's probably one of the more wearable browns that I own. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it's probably one of the more wearable browns that I own. Like the Kylie Jenner Lip Kit brown I have in Dolce K isn't probably the most wearable thing on an everyday basis, whereas this could be because it's not too harsh, it's not too bold. But I think if I just kept applying this a little bit more, maybe got a lip liner, it probably actually would work a little bit better. It's not actually too drying for a matte lip product on the lips, which is quite nice. I don't think it would last very long because a lot of the time drier products last longer. The final thing I have is a setting spray. Now, I've never used a setting spray in my life. I'm like, no, I've had like a face mist, but that's like not to keep makeup on days, to keep you cool. So this is the Fixer face spray long lasting makeup fixer. This bottle looks tiny, but I'm guessing you don't need to use that much, and that's why they can make such a small bottle. Let me just pump this out into here to start with. There we go. Okay. That smells amazing. It reminds me of my grandma actually, that smell. But I'm hoping this will keep my makeup on all day. This is the finished look. There's some products in here which I definitely will be using again, and there's a few in here which I may not reach for too often. I just want to say a massive thank you to W7 for very kindly sending me all these products. When they told me they were sending me a few things, I thought maybe 1 or 2 items, but not a full face of makeup for me to try, so thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up, and if you like these testing videos, let me know in the comment section below and tell me which brand you'd like me to try out next. If you're new to my channel, Hit that subscribe button too, as it would mean the world to me. And if you haven't seen my vlog channel, make sure to go and check that out as well. For those of you wondering, W7 is a cruelty-free brand. Everything on here says they don't test on animals. So if you're looking for something that is cruelty-free, then maybe check out W7. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!